Hello my dear Taurus, this is your love and spirituality reading for the month of February 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We are soon entering into Aquarius season, so happy birthday to all Aquarius out there. I read for the signs in order of most liked videos, and you can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. And thank you all for liking, watching, commenting, donating and subscribing to my channel. I am so grateful for all of your appreciation. And if you would care to like my channel, to hit that thumbs up button, it would help immensely. So this is a general reading for Sun, Moon and Rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So for this reading, I will use the Crystal Tarot by Elisabetta Trevisan. And I will start shuffling your cards. So, my dear Taurus, see what's going on with you here. When I open the deck, I see the King of Wands together with Eight of Swords. So King of Wands is a very creative energy inside of each and every one of us that wants to fulfill our life and our life's mission, why we are here, kind of. And with the Eight of Swords, it seems like there's some blockage going on where you might maybe be too humble to be able to allow yourself to embark on your soul's journey, or maybe you are scared of other people's judgment, that they will judge you or what they will think if you do these things. So it's like you're not really in your strength. In a more love sense situation, it might be that you are with a soulmate or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, that has a hard time with maybe expressing themselves towards you. There's something blocking the communication between you two. Might be that people feel that there's certain expectations on them that they can't live up to, or believe that they can't live up to. And therefore they are kind of, it's no use, there's no idea, can rather stay here and not do anything. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the Tower with the King of Wands. So it seems like his castle is burning and he's not really paying attention to that. We have these all small fires here. It's a symbol for Yod, and its spiritual presence. Here it's kind of whispering, and here's the Tower. So we need to follow our soul's intentions for us. It needs to be a purpose to why we're here. We have gotten a mission, and we are supposed to do it, not just stay in our cozy comfort zone. So it might be that the divine will put some fire in your behind to get you moving. Okay, so I called the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we see the Temperance card together with the King of Wands. So this is Sagittarius and this is Leo energy. So definitely fire energy. There needs to be something cooking. There needs to be dreams needs to be made, and life needs to be filled with purpose, creativity and goals. So if you feel like you don't have a goal, or you feel unable to reach your goal, it's time to put everyday effort into your endeavors, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. That will finally result in you having the 10 of Cups here. Okay, so if we do nothing, nothing will be done, kind of. So the divine is here to see to that you spark some action. Okay, so I call the 6 elements earth, and there comes the 3 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm thinking this is about believing in yourself and believing in your work and in your talents. You don't have to be the best of the best to do the thing that you are doing. There's room for everyone. So put in your day-to-day effort and do the best you can with what you feel the longing to do. And eventually this will lead to a lot of prosperity for you. Come to mind this little bit of Zen story. Before you're enlightened, chop wood and carry water. After you're enlightened, chop wood and carry water. So we are here to the 3D experience. It's about keeping ourselves alive, and we need to do these everyday things. And it's also putting a lot of meaning into life. If we don't feel it as a burden, but actually are filled with the mindful presence of everything we do, chopping wood and carrying water can be wonderful if we do it to a mindful experience where we are actually not just making a chore and trying to be done with it as soon as possible, but being awake and aware through the whole process of bringing the water and chopping the wood and stapling in the wood and carrying it inside and putting fire to it, because yeah, we need to put some fire to it. So earth, wind, fire, spirit, water, spirit, ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. So I want my dear Taurus to have love in their lives. We had the Four of Swords here crawling out. It really crawled. Ace of Calluses. So someone isn't being upfront with what they love to do or who they love, or maybe someone is trying to also be polite or humble. Instead of saying I love to do this, kind of downplay a little bit what it is that you love to do, and not putting so much. Maybe you don't want attention, you don't want so much eyes on you, so that people will be there ready to judge this, the core of you. Okay. I want you to find yourself in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path. King of Swords, Aquarius usually. It can be Gemini or Libra, or any person that is a little bit cold and cool and wants to kind of not fall on their face. Okay, they need to keep their appearance up. They never want to be caught like doing the wrong thing, because they want to have this well polished outside. So that might be saying something about your situation there with the King of Swords. You might be dealing with this kind of personality as well. Very skilled, very, very knowing, but it's like they can't allow themselves, if someone comes to say, well, you did misspelling here, or that's not the true fact, the person will be very irritated, because then there needs to be nothing wrong with them, and they can't really stand this criticism. It's not that they are angry with the person criticizing them, it's more that it touches something that this person doesn't want it to be touched. Okay, it's like they need to be perfect, and it makes them sad if they are not. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds to you and the energy of this reading. So, notice you got the two masculine kings, King of Swords and King of Wands. So it seems like you're dealing with the masculine side of you that might be a little bit stuck, maybe because of this in need to be perfect. Okay, so this is your future, and this is your now, and this is your past, and yet another king here, and here's the King of Pentacles. So that might be you, Taurus. It can be another Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn person, but it's a person that wants things in a certain kind of way. They don't want too much adventures. We see they are holding the Ten of Wands between them and the adventure here. Someone wants to have control over their life, no surprises, wants to live in abundance, don't want to gamble and lose it all. So, okay, that's in the past, and here is in the now, and we have the Five of Swords and the Knave of Chalices and Knave of Pentacles. So 2 feminine knaves here with the 5 of Chalices and 5 of Swords in between them. King of Chalices there as well. Okay, so there's something you really love to do and you are kind of made to do it. It's like your passion or something that comes straight from your heart. But it's a very vulnerable spot for you to show to other people. You don't want to be exposed. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. You don't want them to hurt you and you don't want to be humiliated. So it might be in love that we don't let people in because we fear that they will hurt or humiliate us. It might be we are scared to follow our dreams because we fear that we will be hurt or humiliated in some way. People will find out that we were not worthy of love, or we were not that good, or maybe with the King of Swords we have made a King of Wands together. We have made, and all the kings, King of Pentacles as well, we have made the image of us being like very good on things, very skilled. And maybe if we showed people what we really were about, maybe they would judge us and kind of see through us. So something like that. And here we have the King of Swords as well. So air and earth king there with the 5 of Swords in between. Might be that you have a quarrel or something like this going on with you and an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a person that has these kind of air qualities. So if you are in a marriage or a relationship of some sort with a person that's an air sign, it can indicate that you will have a fallout during this period, because people feel it's like they feel a little bit easily irritated, and it's not anger irritation, it's more I'm scared of getting hurt irritation, and this is some old wound coming up and my projection is at play. So there's some place where people are vulnerable and they try to not be vulnerable and show a brave face, and they will get irritated if someone tries to get underneath their skin and trying to maybe reveal what the situation is really about, even if that revealing would be very healthy. So someone doesn't want to be exposed, or neither here wants to be exposed on maybe having feelings that we really shouldn't have because we are adult, or having dreams that we shouldn't have because it's impossible, or quirky or lame in some way, because who do you think you are, or do you really believe that that will become the truth? So it's something here. I'm not really understanding it fully, but we'll see. It's just the beginning of the reading here. Okay, so this is your past, my dear Taurus, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, so the divine inviting you to do something that's marvelous and wonderful and that you are kind of destined to do. It will imply that you have also challenges during this road where old karmas might come up and needs to be replayed. So that's maybe that's the deal breaker for you. You don't want to try to reach the dream because you know that it will also involve a lot of past karmas, projections, patterns, and stuff you don't want to deal with. So you know, if you try to reach the dream, you will have to solve your issues. So maybe that's the thing you want to avoid. Okay. Review. Yes. Next card here is the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is a very helpful card. It reveals what's in our heart. We will get help so we can express what we know is to be the truth. So it can be in different ways. It can be we write a letter to someone. We express in communication straight to someone's face that this is how I feel. And it's a greater understanding. It's some knowledge that we want to share with other people. So it can be very old knowledge or recently experienced knowledge that we want to share. And it's for the greater good. So when we tell someone what we really feel or really think about a situation, that actually help, even if that person won't be happy with hearing this truth from you. So it's always healthy with the truth. The truth shall set you free. So I'm thinking someone has great intentions here, but they might be scared how to be received with their communication. And sometimes people want to be left in oblivion and they don't want to hear some stupid truth. That's why people get very upset when people talk about topics as equal rights, feminism, racism, equal among people when it comes to money and resources, taking better care of the planet, stop eating meat or whatever. It makes people really upset because they don't want to see the truth. They don't want to know that we are going to have no more resources in 50 years. They want to live in oblivion. So please don't wake me. Oh, that's a song. I don't know if you can call it a song. It's more like screaming, but I will see if I can find out. Don't wake me. I'm so empty. Okay, it might be a therapy. Okay, that's a that's a group. And here we have the world card. So it doesn't matter if you are not well received, you still have a mission. And it seems with the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords and the World that you are on this mission from God, kind of, doing the thing that you are supposed to do, being in the right place, the right time, doing the right thing. But there's some resistance here, and maybe you don't want to, do God's work if you know how it will be received. Don't wake me, I'm so empty. And Ten of Pentacles, so it's still like head on towards this. This is going to give you a windfall of money. It's going to give you prosper life, stable things, like a house, family, partnership for the long haul, commitment, marriage, things like this, recognition, being able to put money in the bank. So it doesn't seem like you will be that badly received. It actually seems like it will be glorious, but maybe those small pockets of people not liking this is the persons that made you holding back. But here we have also Temperance card, Sagittarius. So you are on your road with this. You have been for a very long time, expressing yourself, expressing your soul, doing the thing that you were supposed to do, creating some kind of magic going on where you are creating things in a very beautiful manner together with the divine. And here we have you. But the King of Pentacles do things behind the walls. So maybe this has been going on behind the walls, behind your kitchen walls, behind the walls of your house, inside your head without you showing others what's going on, keeping it a little bit of a secret, or just revealing small bits and pieces of it. So that was in your past. Looks like a very prosperous and creative past where you have been able to accomplish something that's was your soul's mission. It might be relationship, of course, but it seems it's only you here and a lot of spiritual symbols. So I'm thinking it can be a soulmate situation. We have the second card for love, the alchemic wedding here with the Temperance and the World card indicating soulmates. But I'm thinking it's more a work you have done within your soul that's very prosper. It might be dealing with love, but it's a process within you, it seems. And here in the now we have the Ace of Cups comes underneath the wheel. So you're still very connected with the divine. It's like you're playing a piano together with the divine. Very, very beautiful. And we see the butterfly above there. So this beauty that's your soul wants to create beauty also in the world. So it's very sweet. It can be a new love or a new project. Maybe you were able to complete something here in the past with the 10. And the 14 here, 1 + 4 is 5, is the high priest, the Hierophant. So it shows like you have received with this. It's like a process, almost like being a scientist and finding out some kind of knowledge that you then put in the library of the high priest, Taurus. 5 high priest is Taurus. And then we have the 4 of Swords. Jaha, wow. Ace of Cups, Four of Swords. Here's this in Sweden we say anticlimax. It's like you reach to a certain level, a crescendo, and then flat line, nothing. Okay, Four of Swords. With Ace of Cups, you probably feel vulnerable. And it's again with this, what I told you in the beginning, this with the humbleness, shyness, not wants to reveal what has been going on, even though it has been a life-changing, breathtaking process. It's all happening underneath the surface. So it's like, don't kiss and tell. So it's a secret. Maybe it's a secret relationship, even though I don't see so many other people. It's Earth King here and Sagittarius there. So it might be between you and a fire sign, or any like fire and passionate person, or a person that you're very attracted to. And here we have a Two of Wands. So here we had this magic process, or this magic love, or magic attraction, or magic longing, or magic dream. And then the person just decides, well, it's just an Ace of Cups. It's just me. It's just who I am. Like without any fuss, without any ornaments, without anything that can cover me up. So I say, no, thank you. Okay, I know I felt connected to you, but I don't want to continue this relationship. Or I know I felt very uplifted when I was creating this company or this project, but I don't feel the market is ready for it right now. And it's not a coward thing. It's more like you feel that you're not worthy of it, so you're holding yourself back. It's like this old thing where people deny themselves food or sex, or like live in celibacy, or don't let their body get what they want or need, just fasting and meditating. So I'm guessing it's your old spiritual habits comes to surface here, where you don't want to take part of the success of the world. I think the Taurus people got a really hard blow when leaving Egypt and the golden calf was destroyed, because it was many people that died that night, and you were the Taurus, the cow people, the people of Hathor, the Hinduist people, the people worshipping the mother, the god, also abundance, also money, also everything that comes from earth and gives abundance. And in this hard blow where 3,000 people died, that all worship the goddess mother, some shyness have come out of that, where you now, since then, you felt really punished, so you have tried to be very humble, giving poverty vows and things like that. So even if you are on the threshold of abundance, it's like, nah, I don't want it. There's going to be price to pay. I'm not ready to pay that price. And I know I have been taught, maybe you felt that you were taught by God that you shouldn't seek after money and glory. So you're holding yourself back as act of being a hero almost, because you think that this is what's asked of you, or this is the right thing to do. From my point of view, it looks a little bit sad. Okay. Five of Wands. Yes, I'm definitely thinking you're trying to avoid some kind of conflict, some old war or battle that probably now just going on within you. What happened some 3,000-4,000 years ago, it kind of says nothing about you. I know these things puts a big wound on people, life after life, eon after eon. But it seems like it could be a situation now where you should be ready to let it go. That you don't have to be poor anymore. You don't have to live and put ashes in your hair or deprive yourself of food. We can deprive ourselves of happiness in many different ways. We can even prevent diseases where we are unable to maybe eat certain foods or do certain things that would actually make us happy or fulfill our needs. But it's like our body is aligning with us and helping us, staying away from the things that we are convinced we can't do. Yeah, okay, 5 of Wands and 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups and about underneath the Temperance card shows that you have dreams and needs and wants and desires. And all these are what makes life so wonderful. It's making us having hope for the future. Always making something better, even more beautiful. We are all creators here on the earth. And we are allowed to live in paradise. We are allowed to create our own paradise for ourselves. But it's some inner conflict going on within you. 14, 1 plus 4, 5, 5 of Wands. This is the typical, like, I have an inner conflict or an outer conflict. We don't agree, 2 different cultures clashing. But the good news is that they clash. You know, you meet someone, you fall in love, like with the Temperance card, great attraction. But it seems like they are not at all like you. So you start to quarrel. But eventually you will learn from each other. And eventually you will be like so. But I thinking this can be an inner conflict within Taurus in many cases. It will be often reflected as an outer conflict. But the real conflict is within, and it comes from some situation, maybe this with the golden calf, where you have felt that you were not good enough or not, there was something wrong with you. But there wasn't something wrong with you. Yes, maybe sometimes like Taurus people has been maybe very rich through the eons, and that was like a big snap on the nose, maybe saying that, well, there's other things to worship than money, and maybe to go back more to worship nature and taking care of nature. But everything seems to go to the extreme. When we get these blows, we tend to react with turning 180 degrees, and I will never own money again in my whole life, so, or in the lives to come, so I will be poor forever just because of this, instead of seeing that maybe, okay, life isn't all about money and abundance. There are other things that's could be valued too, like my inner life and my inner spiritual process. So I'm going to put more focus into that. But maybe the punishment was so harsh against the kind of the crime, which I don't see as a crime, but I don't remember the time, so I don't know if it was appropriate or not. It's not easy to judge in retrospect, because if you don't have a recollection of that situation, you can't really decide if it was too harsh. But maybe it feels like it was too harsh, and that might have spiked this extreme reaction into poverty and self-doubting and self-punishment and depriving ourselves of what makes ourselves so great. So 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and these beautiful little cups that wants to express themselves. How can they do this in this space of inner conflict? I don't see a quick solution, but a solution that can be there and take some time is to start accepting that you have needs and start to fulfill them one by one. Write a list of all things that you need or the things that would make you happy, and start to point them up one by one. Do one after one after one and make yourself happy bit by bit. Hard work, but someone needs to do it. Okay, fulfill your dreams, Taurus. Okay, and this is your future, and we have the 8 of Cups. So it's like you're tired of the divine in this case, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. Why are you asking this of me? And in the same time, I feel that you don't allow me to do this. It's like falling in love with someone when you're already married, and feel like, well, I can't express that love, so what's the point? What do you want from me, divine? Why did Cupid's arrow come and and hit my heart when I'm already in this situation where I can't express this love. So you're confused, I get it, but these kind of conflicts is very prosperous because it will teach us a lot about ourselves. I don't have the solution for how you should deal with these situations. It's very individual, but I'm sure that we need to acknowledge what's in our heart at least, and then like the truth needs to be the truth. Also maybe the truth needs to be the truth and be given to all the involved people, even if it means destroying things that was really good. Sometimes truth can be maybe too much and hurtful unnecessarily. We don't have to tell our spouse that, well, I saw this girl on the subway today. She was the most gorgeous person I've seen in all my life, and I was a little bit sad there for 1 hour that I wasn't with her instead of you. That might be unnecessary. But if you have fallen in love with someone and it doesn't seem to go away, you might need to express that I have fallen in love with someone else. I don't want to leave you, and I feel like I'm getting fooled by my own heart for doing this. I haven't acted upon it, but something is going on. And maybe if the person that you're with is the right one for you, they will understand you and help you and deal with this. Maybe something is missing in your relationship. Well, okay. Next card is the Seven of Pentacles. So it's clear that Taurus can never get what they want. And if you were about to get it, you would probably delay it in some way, so you wouldn't be able to get it, because the truth is that you have a soul contract that says Taurus can't get what they want. Okay, so you will always be deprived of the things you want the most, mostly by yourself, I will reckon. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. It feels like you know the truth and what you need to do, but you are not ready to do it. Or you are not, you kind of know, but you are not sure that this what you know is something you are allowed to know or allowed to act upon. So it's like a person knowing that they could be the greatest football star of all times. But am I allowed to be that great? Am I allowed to elevate myself over others? That's the question. So maybe I will keep this talent for myself and let someone else blossom instead of me. Very gracious. But I don't think the reason to why you are keeping yourself down is because you want someone else to shine instead of you. I'm thinking you are scared of the punishment that will come if you do. So I think you feel that you would be punished and you need to keep your face down in the rug and, not move. So you won't take down heaven's wrath upon you. Oh, okay. Next is the Justice card, and it comes underneath the World card and Two of Wands. Yeah, okay, I can see you being scared. Of course, who wouldn't shiver underneath these kind of powers? The World card, Two of Wands, and Justice. So you might feel that heaven is judging you and judging you harshly. It doesn't matter what you do or where you stick up your head. If you go with that, you will be harshly judged. But actually, I'm thinking it's you doing the judgment. Like it's your mind that has created disease in your body that might make you not being able to do certain things that you want to do. Okay. I want to take an oracle card of that because it seems very serious, and I don't want to, say to you, do whatever you want, and then you will be hit by lightning. That would be not so nice. So this is the Oracle of Vision by Mykene. So what's going on with that World card and the Two of Wands and the Justice? Okay, so we have religion. Religion can shame people a lot and make them go in circles and not be able to love themselves or elevate themselves. Someone on the outside always needs to judge what I'm doing. In other case, I won't know if it's right. So I need the community to judge me. I need God to judge me. And if I do something wrong, someone needs to immediately tell me so I can correct my ways. I don't want heaven's wrath upon me. So we have religions that has been not particularly uplifting for humanity's spirit or their self-esteem. You're sinful, you are bad, you need to do this, you need to do that. In other case, heaven's wrath will come down on you. If we look at the Bible or also the Quran in many aspects, the Quran is much like the Old Testament, and the Old Testament of the Bible is heavy energies, showing God that might be a little bit of narcissistic bastard, okay, killing people to right and left, fooling them into doing something that's bad for them so they can punish them later, like the Pharaoh of Egypt. I made him refuse to let you go. I made him so stubborn, so he will refuse you to let you go, and we will have to show the people of Egypt my power. That doesn't sound like a universal God to me. It more sounds like a human being on maybe with very highly advanced civilization backing them up, or techniques, or like any common general, really. And this is how we have shaped our lives after this culture believes that if we do something wrong we will be punished. I don't think the world is really made that way. We are not here to become punished. We are here to experience things, fall on our face, brush yourself up, get up again, try it better. So we are here to experience things, so we will learn, as we are all a spark of God, and we have this God awareness inside of us. But sometimes there rise up a civilization or a culture that kind of wants to enslave the rest of the beautiful souls here on earth. And this seems to have been what you have been a victim of, and maybe you took this very serious. And yeah, here we have you as being the victim of this, like a dark force that has been whitewashed into being good when it's not. I think most humans have a better sense of what's right and what's wrong than God in the Bible. We don't stone people to death because they have been unfaithful. We just say, well, I don't want to see your face no more. Have a nice life. But we don't kill them because of what they did. Or if someone accidentally poked our eyes out, we don't poke out their eyes, and so on. We have rised above. Some cultures are still in this Old Testament ways, and we call them, we say to them that they are not advanced, they are not modern. So they are still in this old energy of if you do something wrong, it will be hell to pay. And this is the fear that you are living with. So you're like a victim to evil people that have made you believe that there's something wrong with you. And it's not. There's nothing wrong with you. You're a victim of old energy on earth that has, we can see it's like 2% of the people on earth is not good. We can look at movies. We can see in movies that everyone knows what should be the outcome. If our hero do something that is stupid, for example, they kill someone that wasn't, it wasn't just justice that they killed this someone, we will abandon that hero. It's very crucial for people that writing scripts for movies or books that they don't go over these rules. We can see on Bambi, for example, Disney's Bambi, that there's a lot of hunters in the world killing Bambi every day, but everyone looking at Bambi knows that it's wrong to kill Bambi's mother. Okay, but there's maybe 2, maybe 8 in worst case scenario people that feels it's really okay to kill Bambi, and they have no problems with it. They can kill other humans too, and they are all about power and enslaving others and having things underneath control. And I think these souls are baby souls. They are very new on this earth and they haven't learned about this. It's like sociopath and psychopath. They haven't been they haven't been a victim for people like themselves, so they don't know just yet. Let them live a couple of life on earth and they will have changed their ways. But sometimes we let these young souls that doesn't know that much, that doesn't have our sense of justice and value to rule our lives. We make the crazy people leaders. We believe that the crazy people are God. Go and kill this and this. Yeah, okay, you seem to have you seem to know what you're talking about, so sure, I will be doing that. I want to be a nice person. I want to not be rebellious or turn against the authority, so I will do that. And we feel the nagging feeling something is wrong, going into homes of civilians and kicking down their doors and killing them off and stealing their stuff. It feels wrong, but the government says it's the right thing to do, it's the holy thing to do, and we are actually rescuing these people, whitewashing. So I think Taurus in some way have been the victim for this kind of whitewashing, where something says it's the voice of God or the right thing, or a person with authority telling you that you are wrong and they are right, and you believe them. And that's why this is happening here. You think that if you follow your own mind, the wrath of God will be upon you. But I think the wrath of God might be upon you if you don't get the show on the road, because you came here for a reason. And it seems like you have forgotten that and you're only scared about consequences. Okay, next card here is the Queen of Swords. So some of you might be dealing with the Libra. We have both Justice and Queen of Swords, but most of you have kind of gotten a badge now from the Divine, where they say, you know better, okay? You know the best. You have the God awareness inside of you, so you judge the situation. You decide what's right and wrong, not the people around you, and not a made-up God, but actually the core of you, which is God. So it's about getting better judgment skills, being able to trust your own judgment and your own sense of fairness. Fairness is so deeply put into earth that even animals knows injustice. Okay, you can see this with animals very clearly, that they know injustice. Specifically monkeys, I might add, like people, yes, they are people that have waken up a little bit above just eating and also having a social life. They know justice and they know when things are unfair. So this is built into earth and all its inhabitants. It was nothing we were learning from any outside God. Okay, it came with our birthright. Yeah, okay, I admit this was a time in human development when we were, or still are, very narcissistic, but most people have grown out of it, and some haven't, and these that haven't are still the one saying that I'm right and you are wrong and you should listen to me, and if you don't, you are going to end up in hell. Yeah, okay. And here we have the Hangman, comes underneath Temperance, Nine of Cups, and the Hangman. So it's a big challenge that you need to go through, something that you're scared to death of doing, and you need to do it anyway. Like die before you die. This is 12, next is 13, death, and 1 + 2 is 3. You also have the Universe here, and the Empress. For me, it's Venus and Taurus. It's not going to be easy, this, but you are supposed to follow your heart, even if it takes you on out on like a field of moral choices. Okay, trust your moral choice and stand by it. It's fine if you make a mistake. You are allowed to make a mistake. We are here to make a mess and to clean it up. That is what gives us experience. We are not here to be stoic, small little 10 soldiers, not breathing and not doing anything that can be out of order or that can spike a reaction from, the sociopaths and psychopaths that hasn't lived as many lifetimes as you. Okay. So it won't be easy, but someone got to do it. You have both the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, so you really have gotten the badge of, you know what needs to be done here. You have a sense of justice. You know when you don't have to be falsely humble in this situation. If you know you are the best football player of all times, for God's sake, go out and play football. If you know that you have something to teach someone or teach the world, start to speak. This King of Swords and Queen of Swords, it's the pen or the sword. So you might have things you need to educate people about, like really highly spiritual, and moral issues. Just because you say something, it doesn't mean that the whole world changed. So it's not that you have this big responsibility to be perfect and to say perfect things. You say the truth that you know today. Tomorrow you will know another truth, but you don't have to be ashamed of how far you have gotten today. So you are allowed to not be 100% sure of everything and keep windows open and like to not know everything. You just come with an idea and or something new, something sparkly. You just come with your thing, and other comes with their other thing, and we are all one little thread in the whole big weave of creation. So you are important, but your mistakes won't end the world. So you are allowed to do things and express things, even if you feel that it might be premature or not at the right time. Or I think it's just you are giving excuses for what you need to do because you're scared of doing it, because you're scared of the consequences. And there might be consequences, sure. You have both 11 justice here and 12 the hangman, but you need to do it anyway. It's just pushing in this direction. So do it, take the step and do it if you feel that your human moral is on board with it, because that's important. That's kind of the key here in between, that you need to be sure. And if you think that this is the right thing to do and it's just fear of consequences that keeping you from doing it, then do it. Take yourself out of the hangman situation and start to create, make the world a better place. Okay, my dear Taurus, not the reading I expected, maybe not the reading you expected either, but very interesting. I hope it will help, and the people that needs this message will receive it. I also welcome you back to my mid-month March reading that I will perform in the middle of February. I will also do a pick a card reading about what do they think about you on the request of a viewer the 1st of February. So check me out then, and until then, have a real great time with breaking through those walls. Okay, bye-bye.